Hey Pisces, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your Scorpio season messages here. So here we have the death key in the home court position. We're going to be taking a look at what's coming up to be released for you, and then what the gift is on the other side of you releasing it, your advice, and then where you are currently during this season. So this season, the death key season, Scorpio season, is all about holding up for review what in your life has expired and could use, a move to the bin, as it were, or what in your life has, been expired, but also wants to be refurbished, wants to be made new again, right? It's really considering the ending of cycles and the potential of new beginnings as fresh cycles, right? Because that's the death key. It's endings and beginnings and transformation. So we're going to begin by looking at where you are now, or where you are during Scorpio season. Pisces. So we're in your fellow water sign season, right? Oh, Pisces. I get very excited when I see this, when this comes up as, where someone currently is. This is always a really good sign with the Knight of Pentacles. So first of all, I want to point out the mirror effect of this. Can you see that? Where it's like the, Knight on the horse and then the Knight on the horse. It's really interesting here. So with the Knight of Pentacles, this being where you are now, first of all, this is earth sign energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But the Knight of Pentacles is an interesting one because it can be incredibly frustrating. It can be very frustrating because the Knight of Pentacles moves at their own pace, right? They cannot and will not be rushed. They are much more interested in the process over the product, over the journey, over the destination. They're very much about how the given moment and how each day, exists within itself and then informs what happens the next day when you get to the next day, right? So the brilliant thing about Knight of Pentacles energy in terms of where you are is that you're not coming from a place of impulsivity or rashness or really leaping before you look. You're making calculated, considered movement and really thinking about what is best for you on a day-to-day and moment-to-moment basis. And that, I cannot even tell you how healthy that is, right? The Knight of Pentacles may be the only Knight that has zero regrets because they can't be rushed into anything. They can't be forced into anything. They literally do what they feel is best for them on a day-to-day basis. And as a result, they know that those small gains of honoring and showing up for themselves every day and saying no to obligation leads to long-term rewards and feeling like they can look back and say that they enjoyed every single day of their experience, right? That's a beautiful thing. So let's see what's coming up for you to be released during this season. What is coming up to be released? The Tower, Scorpio energy. Okay. So what's coming up to be released is all of this. So it's interesting that during Scorpio season, you are being called to release Scorpio energy, which is fascinating. So I'm really drawn to the lovers falling out of the Tower here, right? So these are the lovers from the Lover key, which is Gemini energy, falling from the burning tower here. Traditionally speaking, this speaks of, this is the universe being the great rearranger that it is, coming in and shaking things up, sudden loss, sudden changes that are, not welcome, and, the disappointment and all of the things that, aren't as comfortable to us humans, having this experience of wanting security. This is where, security is shaken up to the true core and the foundation is crumbling, right? I feel like with this energy coming up for you, release is saying, release what has been. Release any kind of worst case scenario thinking. And just trust that everything that has happened has gotten you to where you are, but the past does not need to be prologue. But it's interesting how this is informing the Knight of Pentacles here, because if this is coming up for you to release and where you are as the Knight of Pentacles, perhaps you're healing. Perhaps you are healing. You are taking care of yourself and sort of nurturing yourself is the word I'm looking for. Nurturing yourself after some big changes or loss or disappointment or physical ailments, because the Pentacles are about our physical health as well as our monetary health. So this does feel like, in order to set upon a path that is new, really hearing to release what has been and really nurture yourself accordingly. But I gotta say this. What's really coming up for me right now is if this is what's coming up for you to release, then you're exactly where you're in a perfect position. Knight of Pentacles is exactly where you should be, Pisces, if you're healing from this kind of Tower energy. Yes, Knight of Pentacles, day by day, step by step. Brilliant. So heal up. Use this time to heal up. Nurture yourself. Be kind to yourself, right? Get your needs met and take care of yourself without judgment or shame or whatever else, right? It's really, you've got the memo is what I want to say. You've got the memo. You're right in accordance with, these two make a lot of sense together. So I feel confident that you are tapped in to what your needs are and that you are, seeing that they're met. So let's see what comes as a result. What do you get as a result of healing from this Tower energy? Oh, love it. I cannot tell you how many pentacles have come up in this round of readings for Scorpio season. Fascinating. So what you get on the other side of releasing the Tower and healing is the 8 of Pentacles. So the tagline for the 8 of Pentacles is hard work and talent meeting up with divine timing and divine opportunity. I feel like you are healing so that you position yourself where you're able to really get to work, focus on your health and wealth, and really tap into that energy where you feel really accomplished and like you're living out your purpose in a way that is going to support you and uplift you and get all of your physical needs met, right? This feels like it's about your health and your money. It feels like both things. Feels like both things. It's interesting because as we heal the Tower energy and we're falling out the Tower, we find ourselves seated on a bench in our own energy with the time flying, doing work that we love to do and knowing that we're getting compensated duly for it, right? It's like you're getting back to being able to reclaim your sense of purpose. And it does feel like that is through the lens of the work that you do. It feels important. It feels really important. So let's go ahead and get your advice, Pisceans. Your advice. Oh, did you see that? Just like, I love it when this comes up as advice. I really do. So 8 of Swords, another 8 here, which is the number of financial abundance, by the way. 8 of Swords is about analysis paralysis. It's about mental restriction. It's about not being able to see clearly because you're so inside of your own worst case scenario thinking or your own fear. This is really being in a prison of your own fear, right? So the fact this is coming up as your advice is I feel like commenting on needing to heal from the Tower energy. So what I'm getting with this is how we go about healing ourselves from this 8 of Swords energy, I would say, goes right back to your Knight of Pentacles self. Ground yourself in the earth. Ground yourself in what you know to be true, right? Nurture yourself. Take care of yourself. Ask yourself, why is my mind not a safe place or a healthy place for me at the moment? Or in which ways is my mind not a safe or healthy place for me at the moment? And what's a safe or healthy place? Is it just being in my pentacle self, being in my physical body, allowing myself to be in nature and move as slowly as I need to? Or is it my emotional body? Am I being asked to connect in with my Piscean core self and really take off my shoes and really feel that water? The mind is not a happy place for you at the moment. So I'm hearing to just release yourself from any tendency to overthink or worst case scenario, or analysis paralysis, or anxiety, because this is an aspect of anxiety as well. So I'm hearing nurture yourself and do what you need to do to make your mind a palace again instead of a prison, okay? But it's really beautiful, Pisces. You are on the right track here, okay? That is very clear to me. So I'm sending you so many blessings for Scorpio season. Thank you so, so much for being here. And most of all, and as always, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.